They say that if you walk away from it, it's a good landing. So I guess I should stop complaining and tell you my story. It all began right after the big Tokyo earthquake, where everybody but me managed to get a juicy contract for flying emergency supplies, medicine and stuff in and out of Japan. Me and my trusty dog Murphy were sitting in the hangar twiddling our thumbs and thinking about repainting the plane to kill some time when this beautiful girl walked in. Did I say walked? It's more like she eased in with that nice walk that's so easy on your eyes, you know. I can assure you she was a real looker with blonde hair, blue eyes and a warming smile. Her father apparently was a famous scientist that had disappeared during an expedition to the North Pole some years ago. Everybody presumed him dead, along with the rest of his expedition. A few months ago, however, the girl received a strange shortwave radio message from her father warning her about visiting Asia in the near future and saying that he was still alive. Radio reception was awful. She wasn't really sure whether this was what he'd said, but at least she knew that her father was still alive. She spent a couple of weeks trying to convince her father's colleagues to investigate, but apparently he wasn't too popular in the scientific community, if you know what I mean, and he was considered something of an eccentric by his peers. Professional jealousy, she assures me, as her father had once been one of the greatest in his field. Finally, she sold all her belongings to raise money and was begging me to help her. "Help me find my father before he too succumbs to the cold of the Arctic. I'll give you everything I own." Well, what could I say? See, I've got this thing about damsels in distress, and I'm a sucker for that blonde, blue-eyed Scandinavian type. So I accepted. Of course, I also needed the money. See, I figured all it would take was a quick, cold flight to the last known position of the expedition and some circling around a bit until I saw something or had to go back for fuel. Soon as we started to approach the last known location, things started to turn sour. Murphy started growling in his sleep. I know it might sound a bit superstitious, but if Murphy senses something's wrong, I trust his senses. That dog saved my hide so many times it's frightening. Let's just say I started getting really worried about that sleepy growling. Not long after that, the compass started acting up on me, pointing in crazy directions and spinning like mad. The radio sounded like a thick carpet of noise with eerie whispers coming in when the noise subsided. I started getting this prickly sensation on the back of my neck and I broke out in a sweat. Despite the chill in the cockpit, the plane was engulfed in a thick fog that seemed impossible to climb out of. I've never seen anything like it in all my flying days. Day turned to night and then back again in what seemed like a matter of minutes. The final straw was when the engine started coughing, seemingly unable to work in this thick soup of fog. I started looking for a level place to park my bird when from out of nowhere, this cliff appeared. By jerking the stick to the right, I managed to nosedive straight into the ocean. Luckily, we were both thrown out of the plane and into the water with only minor scratches. So, when I broke the surface, I immediately spotted Murphy standing on land nearby. Engulfed by this mysterious and sickening fog, I started to hear creepy disembodied noises. This wasn't the Arctic that I'd read about. Where were we? What was this place? And how the hell would we be able to get out of here, not to mention saving this old professor type, if he was still alive? I should have listened to Murphy's growl and turned the plane around. If you can walk away from the plane, it's a good landing, right? Well, one thing's certain, at least. We won't be flying home in that plane. Come here, boy. Come on, lad. Come on, lad, sit. Come on, lad. Come on, lad. Sit. I thought penguins only lived at the South Pole. I thought penguins only lived at the South Pole. Sounds like monkeys. Wonder what they eat in this desolate landscape. Come here, boy. Go on, Murph, you can do it. All right, we found the camp.
Ow!